And now it's time for everyone's favourite YouTube reseller. Here's Peachy. G'day, my name is Peachy. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Give us a like, give us a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. This channel, big focus of it is side hustle, and that's what we're using the reselling for, is to help out around the house. It's a cost of living crisis, and this side hustle is just getting that extra moolah on the side to pay those little pesky bills that do accumulate and grow over time. And instead of taking the money out of your work salary, you've got this thrifting to hopefully pay for a portion of them. In today's video, we are going to go into Frankston, and then we're going to go to Carrum Downs. We're going to try and find some items to put on eBay and hopefully sell at a nice profit. So let's go. And we start our thrifting adventure in the beautiful beachside suburb of Frankston. A lot of adjective use there. See, I am a teacher. Got to encourage those adjectives. And today we are heading off to the double-story salvos. We have gone to these salvos a few times on the channel, and we usually pick up jack squat. And we'll see how our luck's different today. We enter the doors, not as excited as going through the Savers stores, but nonetheless, we've ran into Hugh Jackman. No, it's not. It's just Wolverine. It's a Wolverine toy. Not much articulation. Not a bad-looking figure. Got a little bit excited by this Stormtrooper for $2. That's got articulation. That's got detail. That's what we want, but we didn't pick him up. Just was having one of those I can't be bothered buying it type days. We did run into these nice N1 sneakers. So N1 was like a street ball brand for basketball in the early 2000s. Can't say I'm a big fan of that type of basketball. But you can see that the price is a little bit high. But again, just an interesting find. These had never been worn. These were new. Again, it's stuff like that I'll film, and sometimes we won't always buy it. We headed up the ramp, and it took us about 4 minutes because there was this old guy who was just taking forever. He's looking at, literally, there he is, just looking at pretty much every single art piece on display. But we're not going to be disrespectful and say, get out of our way, because that's not nice. And we're one of the kind resellers. We're respectful. You can see there the bookshelves have been absolutely demolished. Lots of reading taking place in Frankston, which is good. And this puzzle here, the Mr. T jigsaw puzzle. Remember the 80s? We had all those tough people. We showed resilience and all that sort of stuff. Probably need to go back to that, because these days we don't seem to have it. But Mr. T, what an absolute 80s icon, up there with Hulk Hogan and all those type of tough people. We did put that back. It actually comp up that well for an old puzzle. They had like these camera easels, stands, what do you want to call them? That too. We didn't pick them up. Just thought a lot of people like cameras, but we didn't pick up that one. This was an interesting find. A virtual reality headset. Again, no idea what this is. Just another cool find which we didn't pick up. That's what I kind of like to show in the video, what we didn't pick up normally. Occasionally we'll pick up an item. So we decided to head back down the ramp. A bit disappointed. We've got nothing. We are empty-handed. Donuts. And Constable T-Bear, as a police officer, used to dread selling these because when people bought them, the FPOS machine was always hidden and no one really knew how to use it. But a great charity, Blue Ribbon Foundation. If you want a charity to really support, that's one to go after. And they had these actual little toys here, which I had no idea. I think they're made in Australia. Just an interesting find. Night. No idea what they are. Little cubicle type things on them. I'm showing you a few there. So we headed back down. We're going to go to Vinnie's in Young Street, but we decided against it. So we decided to jump back in the Batmobile and head back to Carrum Downs. All right, so the video games we picked up this week. The first one is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Me. I already kind of am, but that's okay. The game does look like fun. If I did have a Wii, I would probably play that, because I like those type of games about knowledge, improving yourself. Next game we picked up, just an Xbox game, Doom 3. We picked up Call of Duty, Black Ops 3. We picked up Tomb Raider, The Rise of. I didn't know she had a foil. Got Borderlands 2, Got Saints Row 4. We've got Borderlands, the pre-sequel. The pre-sequel to Borderlands. Take that. Got another Tomb Raider. That's just plain Tomb Raider. We've got Black Ops 2 Call of Duty. That might be a bundle with the other Call of Duty game. We've got a PS4 game, Dragon Ball Fighters. Dragon Ball Fighters, that Naruto and stuff. I think that's Naruto there. Pretty cool game. And we've got a couple of Nintendo DS's, and these are $2 each. Pac-Man and Galaga. People keep saying different things. Dimensions. That one goes okay, I think. And we also got Adventure Time. Something, Adventure Time. So that's the video games we picked up for the week. September financials. Total revenue, $2,734. Expenses, $1,314. Our cost of goods for the month was $588. And you can see our total profit there, $831. Thank you. And welcome to Carrum Downs, or as the locals affectionately call it, Casa Daza. And Carrum Downs has got a lot of temples, and this is my favourite temple. We enter the first set of doors, we enter the second set of doors, and we found this dog. I think it's called a gentleman dog or something like that. But for $17, well, it is listed on eBay for a decent price, but we let that one stay. Thought we found a bit of gold here, like a Looney Tunes, one of those collector plates, like Franklin Mint type plates. It's called What's Up Doc. It had Marvin the Martian. It's limited edition apparently. It's got, like I said, Marvin the Martian, Bugs Bunny, Taz. Doesn't actually comp up enough for $8 to make a profit out of that. I did just show you the video games I did pick up, but just be careful, because sometimes you've got video games and they're in the wrong case, and I've had that happen to me a few times. So just be careful. I did think this one might be the Wii Sports in this one, but it wasn't. So we just put them back on the shelf, and hopefully no one falls for that. This, the world famous Julius. And there's no action figure or anything in there. It's just a blank box. But I think it's a joke. He's out of sight. So I'm assuming it's a gag type figure or something. There's nothing in there. And it's got something there about it's Julius the monkey. I didn't quite get it. Not my type of humour. Not going to pay for this box with nothing really in it. But I'm assuming it was a gag. Some resellers get their little panties in a knot over fake jerseys. I didn't pick these up. Each to their own. If you want to pick them up and resell them, you do you. Again, I've turned a lot of fake jerseys into quite a lot of good profit. And this curry was also a fake. So I did put that one back. We didn't pick these up. Although this one was actually semi-legit. But then you can always tell by the inner workings of a jersey. You can almost peel all of those letters away on the inside. The quality is getting a lot better though. It's getting hard to tell. Nice Virginia Tech little jumper there, like a college jumper. And this here, $7.50, bit of a decent brand I haven't picked up, but unfortunately the zipper was broken. Could probably fix that, but just not worth my time or the hassle. I don't know that brand overly well, but it does sell okay. Don't sleep on the kids stuff. This is where I found the kids section, a Wu-Tang Clan or gang or something, whatever it is. I sold it in the past. Picked this up relatively cheap. A little bit of a windbreaker jacket there, and I'm happy that should sell quite well. Did see this from a distance, got a bit excited, thinking it might be like an Adelaide Crows type colours, but it was just a dingly dingoes. I felt a bit of a dingo as well when I did see that. And for $7.50, there's no money. Oh, look at that, the racks. I get excited when I see those racks coming out. Don't sleep on the racks. You got to get to the racks. There's a Life Empire game. This one had all the pieces. The other one next to it didn't. And they're both roughly the same price. So go figure. Again, I don't really do board games. Again, we saw this one, the logo game again. Apparently this is a fun game. It sells okay on eBay. But I don't really bother with this sort of stuff. I don't like sending it out. I don't like storing it. And I never really sold it because I never really listed it. So it will sell if you want to pick it up. But it's not what I deal in. And again, we also found this Simpsons Battle of the Sexes game. And again, you might have missing parts and stuff. So that's the other thing of why I don't do board games. So I don't want to go home and have missing bits, parts, cards, and all that sort of jazz. And again, people aren't going to like that if you send off a game, and I can't be bothered checking it. They had this little guy, Bluey. Again, plush is again something I rarely really buy. I think Bluey goes all right, but again, storing it and all of that sort of stuff isn't my cup of tea. And they had these little Smurfs there. Again, plush, not my expertise, and I do find them a little bit dirty, to be honest with you. They had Baby Yoda. Disney made magic with this guy, but unfortunately they just kept pumping out more and more and more and overproduced that many different Baby Yodas, but to the point where fans didn't want it. This Richmond Football Club hat, it was like a Reebok hat as well. Was tempted, but again, just couldn't be bothered with it. Again, one of those things I don't really deal in is hats. I think they're like plush, a little bit dirty. Next up, t-shirts, jerseys. We'll do them all together this week. Limited a bit in the thrifting because Friday was a public holiday in Victoria and I don't go thrifting on weekends. That is my time, no work, etc, etc. Look, I did find this in the garage. It's a Thailand shirt I picked up. It's like a Tom and Jerry, Michael Jordan mixture. It is a fake t-shirt, but again, those fake t-shirts in Thailand have made me a lot of money in the time. So again, if you're getting your knickers in a knot over that, I don't care. I actually find it funny. This is from last week's or last video. You would have seen this, but I didn't show it. It is a Rugrats shirt, new with tags, Nickelodeon. Like I said, I did like Chucky. Where's Chucky? Where is Chucky? He's on there somewhere. He's kind of a voice of reason, but unfortunately, they didn't listen to him, and then they got into trouble, and chaos ensued. So listen to Chucky. He knows his stuff. We've got a Leeds United jersey, like a purple one or lavender one, light purple. What do you want to call that color? And it's Pavita. I know nothing about that, but I picked up a lot of Leeds jerseys in the last year. I don't know. Got a Thailand jersey, Thailand national team, and that is S. Pierpong. S. Pierpong for the Thailand national team. Heard he goes pretty good. Another Leeds jersey. This one's an orange one. Orange Leeds United, and it's a Mesla. The one is a little bit, yeah, not in the best condition, but it's Mesla, and that's an orange Leeds. I got a vintage St Kilda t-shirt. This was only like $6 as well, even better. Got that nice AFL logo on there. And it's like a century shirt. Saints 1999 team end of the century tour. I didn't know they went on a tour, but they did. And it tells you all the tour there, all the teams they played, all the grounds they played at. It's even got the whacker on there. It's going back a long time for AFL. White Fox Archive 6.0. Again, I never picked this. I picked up White Fox, but never Archive 6.0. And that's got a little bit of that embossed type White Fox print on there, because this one's a t-shirt. I think that will go okay. Got a college football jersey here. UCLA, University of California, Las Vegas. So the Bruins, and that is a Under Armour shirt. College football. Again, I think it's listed quite well in the United States, but college football isn't as big in Australia. Picked up a Sandringham Zebras polo. This was quite cheap, that's why I picked it up. I wouldn't recommend picking this up unless you're getting it for next to nothing. Next thing we picked up was an Xbox t-shirt. Copped this up in the store and it looked like it was a good shirt, but again, it was a bit different. It's exactly the same shirt, except one had like some Seattle print down below. It's exactly the same shirt besides that, but again, I couldn't find this one, exact one, on eBay. And the last t-shirt we picked up was a Harley Davidson. Apparently this goes okay, but again, you don't need to know that. Harley Davidson, like that American flag on the right in there, got that symbol. It's got the Redwood Harley Davidson World's Finest, Eureka, California. Actually a pretty cool shirt, that one. I actually like that. Don't like Harley Davidson much, but each to their own. I sell it. I'm not out to wear it. That's the t-shirts and the jerseys for the week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The last category is the jumpers, the jackets, all that stuff to keep you warm in the colder months, which are slowly coming out of now. We're going on to the warmer days, which I like. We've got the Wu-Tang Clan windbreaker jacket, which you would have seen in the video. It's in the kids section, so don't sleep on the kids section. Pretty cool jacket. It's got the Wu-Tang Clan symbol on the back. That's pretty cool. Shimano, pretty good fishing brand. I think it's also a bicycle brand, but I think they're pretty well known for their fishing. We've got this fishing vest. I've never picked the fishing vest up before, so we'll see how this one goes. So it's got Shimano. Some of these fishing vests, not necessarily this one, they are listed on eBay for really high amounts. So I did pick this up. I did pay up a little bit for this, more than I probably would normally. But again, take the risk. You've got to risk it to win the biscuit, if that makes sense. Shimano on the back, so you can put all your fishing lures, hooks, etc. in there while you go fishing and hopefully catch a big fish. Next one we got up was this Uncle Rico. Again, there was about 2 people before me looking at this. There was one person looking at it, then another person looked at it, they both put it back. Then I came out and did the Peachy pounce and grabbed it. It was mine. I wasn't putting this one back. It's a Pokemon, and it's the red version. I don't know, got to catch them all. Remember that when everyone was on the Pokemon and trying to find the Pokemons, and cars were hitting them, trains were hitting them, they're walking off cliffs and all that sort of stuff, all to get fake Pokemon pictures or images or whatever it was. It's got the Pokemon symbol on the side, and this is pretty cool. It's got like a little bit of a Game Boy there, Game Boy written down the side, so pretty cool jumper. Do you like that one? Especially for Pokemon, but just be careful when you catch them all, but you're not walking into trains. Next thing we picked up was this Collingwood jumper. When I say jumper, it's like a official, I don't know, I think about 12, 13 years ago. It's got that magpie symbol there from what they had only briefly. Collingwood Magpies. Adidas, nice jersey or jumper, pullover, what do you want to call it. Got the Collingwood logo on the back. Do you like that one? This one here was an Adidas, sorry, Puma. Do you like this? It's got a pretty cool print. If you can see the print on it, it's got like little Pumas symbols on the side. On the jacket, nice, kind of like an Adidas style design. Nice jacket there, and I do like I said, you can see that nice symbols that you can't really pick up by the eye. And the last one we picked up was an Indian Motorcycles. Indian Motorcycles, not quite Harley Davidson, but there are still a lot of fans of the old Indian. And it's just a zipper jacket, a little bit of a zipper jacket there, pockets, etc. Got the tag. This one's listed as a small, but that's definitely not a small. And on the back, the Indian Motorcycle Company. Pretty cool pickup. That's all my pickups for the week. Like I said, I was allowed to thrift a bit more this week because I'm on holidays, except for the Friday, and obviously the weekends I don't do. So we're a bit limited in the days we did do it, but we did go a couple more times because I'm on holidays. If you got this far, do appreciate you, and you obviously know what you're doing because you're listening. Take care, look after yourself. Hopefully you find some awesome items in the thrift. See you later.